Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. The Twitter is going. Twitch is going. New thumbnails up to date. Rumble. Rumble, are you going? Rumble maybe takes another moment or two. My other computer's going good. Let's see my Rumble stream on my other computer, just not on this one just yet. There we go. That one's up and going. I think everything's going good. I believe everything's good to go. Oh wait, I remember one last thing I need to do. I need to adjust the file name in order it's easier for me to got plenty of hard drive space, quarter terabyte. So yep, I think everything's good to go. So let's go get started. Aztec Merc here? Wonder what that means. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Another and yep. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another H-Powers 3 replay. On the south side is the Blue Aztecs with Bei Mei. On the north side is the Red Aztecs with Rock Zell. Which definitely sounds a bit more Aztec with the Zell part. He does go and convert himself something here, or maybe that was the person down here. It was the person down here. He does grab himself a Marauding Cossack, does have decent damage, but I'm still more of opinion that you should actually not convert the Guardians to get the double experience. Local doggo will go down and will steal his hair meat. Those pups will go hungry for the winter. He does get himself a converted Witch Hunter. The reason why I say it's better for Aztecs to kill the Guardians is ×2 experience is, well, ×2 experience, and converting them gives you 0 experience, so he is down 32 experience. And right now, 32 experience will get him quite a bit away to a shipment. Granted, this map does have quite a bit of city towers in the middle of the map. Convert enough, you can capture them all, and each one does offer a small trickle of experience. Okay. And the Marauding Cossack does have pretty good DPS, 18 damage, the fast attack speed. It is 3 times more higher DPS than the war chief named Chad. He's going to wait for and convert this guy. That sounds like a randomly generated name. Let's see, we're looking at the blue one. The blue player's deck is 2. So he's going to take a number 2 on his opponent. We got Villagers, High Priest of Zilton, which also does improve Warrior Priest's effectiveness at the Fire Pit by 10%. Religious Unity makes your mercenaries cheaper. They may have a lot of temple cards, and I can see a lot of temple cards. Villagers Wood, Infinite Coin, Warrior Priest, Coyote Runners, Puma Spearmen, more Slingers. No 2 Slingers. Got the War Huts, Mayan Allies, Renegade Spanish. Both of these affected by this card here. It's actually a really handy card, honestly. If you think about it, if you go for these mercenaries, if you go for enough of them, this card will pay for more than the coin. And red will claim this. It will give him 90 food. Whereas back on off, he does take one of the Cossacks. He still has another Cossack alive. The Gunmen has 36 damage per shots, same DPS the Marauder. But does get gunned down there as well, and that's a lot of experience for blue. Mine allies, Renegade Spanish, which are not natives. Jaguar Prowler Knights, Knight hit points, not attacks. We got Knights. Citadel, which give them the Citadel Travis. Ritual Gladiators. Arrow Knight Temple, Coyote Temple, Villager Temple, Jaguar Prowler Knight Temple, and Eagle Runner Knight Temple. So we got a noble deck, but doesn't have the Knight Combat card for H4, which may be a little bit better than place one of these cards to get that one because it's 15-15 rather than 15 separately. Scorched Earth, making Noble Hut units, not Knight units, get plus 50% damage, siege damage. So it does not affect the Skull Knights, which they already have really good siege damage. And we got the Mine Allies, which does also set their Mine Warrior Societies to active. If you would have gone for the Infinite one, gives you less of them, but also set them to Champion, so you get higher quality Javeliers. He's going for Religious Unity now. Let's take a look at the other Aztec player who's aging up with the Elder. We do have the Elder as well. Array. We've got Villagers, Religious Unity as well. Villagers, Infinite Coin, Warrior Monks, Coyote Runners, Coyote Tactics, Puma Spearmen, Slingers, more Slingers, Mine Allies, Villagers, Coyote Runners, Eagle Runner Knights, Jaguar Prowler Knights, more Jaguar Prowler Knights, Knight Attack, Arrow Knights, Slinger Temple, Coyote Run Temple, Jaguar Prowler Knight Temple, more Coyote Runners, more Jaguar Prowler Knights, and Knight Combat. So we've got a Jaguar Prowler Knight, Coyote Runner deck, and Slinger, but it doesn't have the Slinger Combat card. But let's just be eyeing for those Coyote Runners, Jaguar Prowler Knights, and Slingers in general. You guys get a round of Arrow Knights, which are a good siege unit, and counter artillery, which there's no artillery from the shoot at in this matchup. But I suppose you can always get captured mortars from the native embassy. Big button. Oops, sorry, I hit my microphone. War Hut now going on up. We do now got the Hochland Javeliers being pulled out by the blue Aztec, the southern Aztec. Red is eyeing for his own Hochland Javeliers. Starting to see down that house. House does get built. We've got a small amount of natives there. This villager is getting hit. The problem is, these guardians do 90% less damage against villagers. So they're literally tickling her. But the Jaguar Prowler Knights from the big button are deployed on the field, as with the Javeliers. The Jaguar Prowler Knights are a Halberdier variant. They also get ×3 versus heavy infantry. So his opponent's Javeliers will be countered by these guys, but Musketeer units, heavy infantry units do still do quite well. Got around on Coyote Runners, which the Jaguar Prowler Knights would do just fine, and the Hochland Javeliers. His Jaguar Prowler Knights slowly gone down. Those Jaguar Prowler Knight versus Jaguar Prowler Knight, so they counter each other. Coyote Runners versus Coyote Runners. Red is on the defense. They have some build orders, but blue's just faster. He still has one of the Jaguar Prowler Knights alive. His War Chief does go down, denying the extra experience. Red is going for another round of Mine Allies. Villagers starting going down. Going for a round of skirmisher or slingers, which are light infantry. Get bonus damage versus the Javeliers. Javeliers for a native unit do less, not that great damage compared to other heavy infantry, but they do have double attack speed. So less overall DPS, but their health is actually pretty good for heavy infantry as well, so they're pretty healthy. Usually Musketeers, well, 150. These guys have 185. Lower DPS, higher health. Very good, solid unit. Slingers do also have high attack speed, as well as double damage versus heavy infantry. They're more true to a skirmisher. There's another round of Javeliers. We do have some Puma Spearmen. They offer okay damage. Those that they got apart immediately. Red's War Chief does go on up, which will give him perhaps a bit of extra experience. We've got some Coyote Runners here. They may be eyeing to raid some villagers. Red has lost his War Hut. Is Red going? He's going for a shipment of Slingers. Outside has 12 villagers inside, providing some fire support. War Chief does go down. More of these forces going down. Got now some more Slingers being deployed on out. There's a round of Slingers. We do also have some Coyote Runners, which will take less damage, but they were there in small numbers. In blues, the war chief stays alive. The war chief may want to stake back, allow his units push on forward so he can maintain a ×2 experience aura. It's a very good aura. There's no reason why the war chief should be charging forward like this. Keep him back. We got a round of Puma Spearmen. Puma Spearmen, they don't have great damage in the situation, but they offer excellent siege damage at 41. Red has plenty of population space at the moment, going for another round of Slingers. Puma Spearmen, of course, also classifies heavy infantry. Losing House is important, but he has spare population room. Another round of Coyote Runners. This should be very effective. Some of these villagers are getting hit. He may need to pull out warriors from the fire pit. Some of these other villagers getting hit. There's a shipment of the slingers, 8 slingers. His opponent has 10 here with some spearmen. Does take out another house there, which will put on pop cap. That is important. He has enough wood for another house. Garen is charging way forward. It should be 2-shotted by the town center. Irons do go down there. Oh, and I think Red backed up the game. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Relatively short replay there. And of course, I keep on hitting F10. And if I remember correctly as well, some of these replays are with the same player. And so are some of these. I'm going to go back and forth. I'm going to go try to split them up a little bit. A little bit scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to replays. I generally am with Age of Empires 3. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. It's on the south side as the green Ethiopians have King of Osman. On the north side as the blue Indian, we have Frontline. No deck selected for either player. There is plenty of fish out in the creek, and some of these hippos. Hippos are dangerous. We do have some goats here. Both sides are going to try and claim some goats. There, of course, the goat. And blue could have split up his Brahmin in order to help claim up more goats. Brahmins do move slower than the Emir. And this goat will be claimed by blue. Brahmin do offer 4 damage, a double attack speed, while this guy in hand attack offers 6 damage, double attack speed. 400 health versus 250. So the Brahmins, if they engage at the same time, same target, they will beat the Emir. Do I hear a fishing boat of some sort? Oh, I guess on this, we do actually have some fishing boats on the field. Are there treasures that give fishing boats shipments? I guess there must have been. As I see 2 fishing canoes and 2 fishing boats, I wasn't really paying attention. There must have been sort of shipment that gave fishing boats. That's sort of interesting. Or either that, or both players just start off 2 fishing boats, or some things like that. We have a deck selected now for the Ethiopian player. We do have a land, which includes Trinity, Tablet, Villagers, Wood, Coin, Influence, Briar's Bull, Gassina's Shotel Warriors, Gassina Damage, Gassina Hit Points, Hired Band of Cannoneer Mercenaries, Wood, Influence, Semi-Fattened Cattle and Livestock Builder, Gassina's Shotel Warriors, Hand Infantry Combat, Nefertanias, Sebastopol Mortar, Zipinanias, Jesuit Allies, more Sebastopol Mortars, Somali Allies, and Berber Allies. His opponent is going for Lake Victoria. That must be the name of this map, or at least it fits the same role. We got East Indiaman. He has ships a dojo rickshaw, and fishing boats are cheaper. So he's going to be eyeing a bit for some fish. It is Indian. His villagers already cost wood, and fishing boats do cost more wood. That should set the wood cost down to 50. That's going to be quite a bit of wood expenditures. He really needs to eye increasing his wood income, to say the least. Wood coin, Dravidian martial arts, sepoys, sowers, camel attack, fencing school, diplomatic intrigue, foreign lodging, tiger claws. Oh, huh, there's no wood trickle here. He has the advanced wood trickle, but no, not the basic wood trickle. Interesting. Brahmi swordsman, sepoys, Gurkhas, Royal Green Jackets, East India Company, Siege Elephants, Mahout Lancers, Elephant Combat, Royal Mint, Infinite Urumi Swordsman, Indian Gunpowder, Mesrin Rockets Infinite, and Higher Tiger Claws. Tiger Claws are a native unit. These Mesrin Rockets are just English rockets. Indian Gunpowder. C4 hit points and damage increase, cost and train time reduced. So it's not one of those things like better but more expensive. It's better and cheaper. Very nice. So mixing 10% cheaper, 15% build faster, plus of training school or fencing school. That's minus 55% build speed on those things. That can start adding up. We've got a sepoy deck, perhaps with some elephants and food. Brahmi swordsmen are neither heavy nor light infantry. They are more or less a counter infantry. And things of that sort. He has gone for the Agri Fort. Maybe just buy some shore bombardment to protect his fishing boats. There's a lot of fish I'll see. Usually I take a 10 to figure out how much food you can collect on up from the sea. I don't think that's really possible because it seems like a massive number of fish. I guess the Indian player inherited that from the English, so he can get access to fish and chips. He also has a good number of goats here, which will provide him some experience. He may want to get out a, what's it called? Sacred Site? I forget the exact name of what it's called. It's just so they improve the experience rate of the goats. Oh, his opponent will be selling the cattle. He's also bringing the prize bowl, which contains 750 food and can be fattened further, so that can be a very good trade. What was his name? Benny? Big Benny. Another shipment can be brought in for the Ethiopian player, going for Sakasinas, which are a heavy infantry, which will be countered by Gurkhas, but not by sepoys. Sepoys tactically advancing forward. We do also have a mountain monastery way over here, and he is collecting from it, trying to steal some of that coin on his opponent's side of the map. And currently right now he has gathered coin with a 25% influence rate. So that sounds like it's 100% coin, 25% influence. Looks like it as well. Nice little trickle for the time frame. More efficient boats for the Indian player. You could take out those 2 canoes, but it'll be a bit of investment to take out 2 canoes. It may not be worth it. Now that Somali is not being brought in, he does have the Somali ally card here. Counter artillery and ships. Huh. That could actually be decent versus these fishing ships. We got Chakra, the caravel. Let's start to sunk the canoes. Now he could provide some shore bombardment. His range is that, not great. I'm always misled about these ranges because I think 20 is longer. I always forget how short range some of the artillery is in this game. So quite honestly, I'm a Company Heroes player, and artillery, and that is a whole different definition of artillery. The Brahmin can also heal up these units if needed. We got some Gassianas here. Sepoys right now have 25 damage, 180 health, 17 damage. Gassianas right now have 135 health, 24 damage, 13 range, and 15 melee damage. Emir does go down. These Brahmins are classified as cavalry, so they will take bonus damage in melee. The Gassianas are here in pretty good numbers. Right now the Gassianas cost 100 resources. Sepoys cost 120, so a bit more expensive, but you get more quality for your expense. Gassianas offer pretty good damage, honestly, and have a slight range advantage A lot of them, you know, they have less health, they will able to get their volley in first before their opponents. More Cassinas, got the 8 up there, going for the Sebastopol Mortar. Over here, we got a Tower of Victory, a melee in the victory. At least that's his plan, which will give him allows the inspiration temporarily increase attack and hit points and speed of all your land units, and as well as give a rebate of 800 wood. Mountain monster pretty forward. This tin mine is, of course, smaller, being 10. Oh, is this 10 or is this silver? It may be 10 as well. This map, there's actually a gold mine there. Maybe he should have placed that on the gold mine instead, as it will last longer. Got some Shotel warriors, which are chalk infantry. Open Sebastopol Mortar, gain some hits there. Sebastopol Mortar offers 300 damage, bit of good AoE, and less damage for cavalry, and it's not an anti-cav unit, nor is it really. Its siege attack does actually less damage versus ships. Solid shot, I believe, the ability. Siege attack, I think, is regular attack, and its AoE is not that great. I don't really know which one's which. Either way, that's not a super effective unit for buildings, just offer good general damage, which makes it inherently good for buildings. Gassienas do offer 27 siege damage. They are elite Gassienas. Seaport's not elite just yet. It's going for a round of siege elephants. Shotel War is not going to be good against these sepoys, being heavy infantry. More Shotel Warriors being put on the field. He is fighting against sentries, which are basically a heavy infantry unit. He also got a round of AZAPs, which offer good anti-shock or range shock and anti-light capability, just basically anti-cavalry. Nothing too significant. Siege elephants do bonus damage versus artillery, so the Sebastopol Mortar is taking severe damage. And some good damage there. Its high base damage is really punching holes into Blue's line. Sebastopol Mortar does go down. More Shotel warriors. The AZAPs are classified as heavy infantry, not light infantry, and they will do great damage against these Shotel warriors in melee, but right now he's just getting outnumbered. More Shotel warriors charging on in. They're of course very fast, so they're able to close it across the map quickly, so maybe that's one reason why he's going for them. They're not a great unit this time, just a convenient unit. Some of Blue's village is starting going down. Agri Fort is garrisoned. Agri Fort has taken some damage, but nothing else is threatening it at the moment. It should be a hold here, no problem. The Agri Fort does not offer good damage, but its attack speed is relatively high. Siege elephants don't offer bonus damage for infantry, and their damage output's not great. They're a support artillery unit, not a combat artillery unit. Looks like Blue is going to hold. Now got a round of Nefitania's light infantry, which will do good for Sepoys. Sepoys here in good numbers. Right now they have 30 damage. They're now disciplined. We also got the healing there. I think this is Mountain Monastery, so we can fall back to it to get a bit of healing, but may reveal it. So it may not want to go too far over there, so it can stay alive and get that good trickle. If you notice here as well, with one priest collecting them from it, it's almost completely gathered. It looks like there's actually 2 priests. That one's not collecting up, however. Either way, one priest is able to get a pretty good collection rate. He's now bringing in some more Nefitanias. Once he sees all the sepoys, he's going to get more of a counter unit. Very good. His opponent is pulling out some Gurkhas, which is also a counter unit, a skirmisher. We also got a round of veteran conquistadors, which are light cavalry with a bit of AoE. So their AoE is partially in infantry, but of course it can be a little bit situational. Additionally, they could perhaps go ahead and engage these siege elephants. They are classified as a siege unit. They offer Only 30% range resist, both having really high health. Oh, they also classify as light range cavalry. Keep that in note as well. Wait. Ah, so skirmishers will get good bonus damage against siege elephants, won't they? Nifitanias do, of course, get bonus damage against light cavalry. Huh. So they can't be counted. Yeah, like I said beforehand, they're meant to be a support unit. So they will get countered by skirmishers, and now we've got some good discipline amount of health. Good versus infantry will report this Nifitanias, no problem. Shoto warriors trying to engage them. Conquistadors are a perfect item against these heavy elephants. Got some walls there, trying to body block his opponent from advancing and falling back. Trying to ghost some walls, basically. The heavy elephants do go down, and the rest of these forces now falling back. More Nifitanias being blown field. His opponent's going for more sepoys. He's running pretty low on coin. There's some coin here, tin mine he could perhaps collect from. He's collecting for wood. Now he's getting some more villagers onto coin, but it's not yet really came in. More sepoys. Let's see. His export is almost enough for a round of AZAPs. Nope, he's went for the British allies now. So, which could give them red coats, which are not too particularly great in this situation since his opponent's starting to transition to the Nifitanias. So, red coats are probably not a good idea. And some other reason, I'm just having trouble speaking. Either way, do now have a shipment of Gassianas being put on field, villagers, some Zabu cattle being manually deployed on out. Agri Fort is being repaired on up. Now I got the shipment of the Malhot Lancers, the heavy elephants. He went for the ×2 before they went to ×3, probably because they cost cheaper in food. He may want to go for the Urami Swordsman. I think they're neither classified as heavy nor light, so they're a good frontline unit if I remember correctly. So right now, heavy cavalry won't be half bad as well. Some of the stuff's starting to get torched down. Lieutenant Salas would put him pop cap. He's bringing a shipment of red coats. Trying to engage the conquistadors. There's the elephants. They do take a volley there. They have 30% range resist as well as well over 1,000 health. Sepoys and Gurkhas advance the way forward. Some of the sepoys being skirmished on down. Nifitanias or Gassianas push away forward. Siege elephants fire away. There's the red coats. Push the way forward. Maybe a good idea for Gassianas just go in melee mode. But the elephants do fall back. Ready Coast fires a volley there. Elephants breaking on through. He does spot this. Not much coin left on the mountain monastery. So, losing that will be fine. Fine enough. Gurkhas and sepoys now in melee. Shoto Warriors getting some good hits there onto the Gurkhas. Brahmin charges way forward. And blue's running back on off. Green is being healed up by this mountain monastery. Some units being picked on off. Another round of the, what was that, Shoto Warriors. Going for around another Nifitanias. Going for the hand infantry combat. Increases the Shoto Warrior attack and hit points. I don't think a Shoto Warrior focus is going to be super great right now. Just because he's fighting against sepoys, mostly. Now I got elephant combat there. That should be pretty useful, but right now he lacks elephants to make use of it. He is building a stable there. Probably going to eye for some elephants. Or caravanserai, I should say. Indian players no longer pop cap. It may soon be a pop cap. Blue's starting to migrate. He's starting to lose some infrastructure.
is a good tuner.
More housing going down. One Brahmin's over here, one Brahmin's over here. More Shoto warriors, more cattle, and more villagers. I do have the discipline mount hog being employed on out. More of the heavy elephants probably a good idea. He needs more coin, I believe. Nope, it costs wood, so he's getting the second one queued up. I thought all elephants cost food and coin, but I have been mistaken. Does squeeze out a third one in time. And the extra wood income will help him get out more, well, population and housing. Our victory is now under fire. Ymir is being redeployed, more Shoto warriors. $120 versus 123, so the population size is quite similar. Blue is taking a bit of a battering. Gold mine being clicked on up. Mountain Monastery has consumed all the coin. It was quite delicious. Also going on up. And now do have a shipment of the Zibananyas. The Fatanias get additional hit points and slightly more 5% siege armor. Not super useful this moment, honestly. We're going to get the Town Watch upgrade, more Gassienas, more Lancers now being queued on up. Towns that are now under fire. Can't really lose it. Siege elephants, of course, not really anti-infantry, or at all. I suppose I do get benefit from increased damage from elephant combat, which actually can be helpful, especially against for the multipliers. Now we do have these elephants charging way forward. The Gassienas are not here in large enough numbers. Shoto Warriors engaging. They do bonus damage for slight infantry. They also have good attack speed. Siege elephants taking some damage. Now bringing the Romi swordsman. And I always forget exactly what their special damage multipliers are. Going to siege down the town center once again. 159 versus 145, so the Indian player does have more population on the field. So has a pretty good economy going. 49 versus 56. The Army Swordsman charging way forward. They do bonus damage to heavy infantry. They offer 1 AoE and 22 damage and very high attack speed. And yep, now they're classified as heavy nor light, so they're generally just good in that situation. Shoto Warriors are taking out some of these elephants. Elephants push way forward. Gurkhas getting hit by the Gassienas. Sepoys are engaging. Shoto Warriors still hacking away. The Sepoys may want to go into melee mode in order to help engage the Shoto Warriors a little bit better. Blue looks like he will win the engagement. Has lost most of his army, but so does Green. A Pyrrhic victory overall. Starting to make his counterattack. He has one siege elephant. No, he says both his siege elephants still alive, which means that he can get some good structure damage at least. He perhaps could pick up a Brahmin there to get some health regen on them because they are wounded, especially one of them. It has 2 health remaining. Even a sneeze can kill him. Gassienas push way forward. War camps are under siege. Another shipment for the Indian players now available. Well, may I for the Gurkhas, honestly? Maybe Royal Mint. Garcina's firing away. Redcoat's still firing away. Hut's already going down. Villager's a little bit exposed. They could be trampled on by these elephants. There's actually a good number of elephants there. Green's going to lose some elephants. Not elephants, villagers. And looks like green backs of the game. Great hold and great comeback by blue. Miss Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Of course, I still want to hit F10. Was that this one? Lake Victoria 1. Can't remember which one it is. So we're just gonna have to be careful. Ethiopian. I actually made this same replay twice. We'll worry about that a little bit later. About deleting it. Let's do the Aztec versus the US of A. Fix the camera. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the red US of A, with Stunj spawn as the blue Aztecs of Bai Mei. Or Bai Mei. I have no idea. Bai Mei? Bai Mei. Bai Mei? I question myself too much when it comes to names. No, neither side selected a deck just yet. When it comes to names of the map, we've got the House of Wilton Bach, which can give you access to some mountain troopers, Chevalugers, and more mountain troopers. And we do have a deck selected by the Aztec player, the number 2 deck. Villagers, High Priest of Zilton, or however you pronounce that, Villagers Unity, Villagers Wood, Infinite Coin, Warrior Priests, Coyote Runners, Pumas, Puma Spearmen, Ocean Slingers, War Huts, Mine Allies, Renegade Spanish, Jaguar Pearl Knights, Knight Attack, Knight Hit Points, Citadel, Aztec Mining, Temple of Arrow Temple, Coyote Temple, Villager Temple, Jaguar Pearl Knight Temple, Eco Runner Knight Temple, Scorched Earth, and the Zapotok allies. And for the US player, he's bringing the French immigrants, which give him access to 3 French villagers. He has access to Spanish immigrants, Woodwood Coin, regulars, State Militia, Long Rifles, Springfield Armory, Hamilton Economics, Virginia General Assembly, Seminole Scouts, Russian American Company, Wood Coin, regulars, United States Army, 54th Massachusetts Volunteers, United States Marines, Rolling Artillery, Polski's Legion. He is hitting the bear. Bear's trying to hit the Eagle Scout, and bit poor control there. Now the bear's engaged the War Chief. There's a little bit of wood there. Disassemble the treasure chest for wood. And the US deck is called Rush. Wonder what's going to be Russian. Rushing the Russians? Either way, we do now have red. Red does fine Buck. Buck is a good boy, and the general will pick up the treasure chest. Porcelain Candlebrums worth 50 coin. Should be enough for his hunting doggos. Now is aging up with Pennsylvania. House here. Another shipment available. He could eye for the Spanish immigrants to get an experience trickle, as well as deliver an outpost wagon. And give them the pikeman levy. Pikemen, of course, don't degrade over time. Now bring in the Spanish immigrants now. I wonder if he's going to place that outpost more aggressively or more passively. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Marauding Musketeer, taking some damage. Does get bitten to death. Let's keep an eye on this outpost wagon. He says hello. Everybody say hi back.
Orders?
Go build right there. Now I got the Warhawk Travis there. Blue may spot this. Does spot it there. He doesn't have good amount of siege damage in this region. I got the barracks on deployment field. Buck is here. Got two witch hunters, so you could perhaps snipe them. Barracks take some damage. Maybe an idea to torch down the outpost. State militia now being brought on in, which are a skirmisher variant. And there's the pikemen. Pikemen do offer good siege damage. Jaguar Prowl Knights are heavy infantry, and they do bonus damage to heavy infantry, so they will rip apart these pikemen no problem. Yep, and there's going to be a lot of veterancy for those Jaguar Prowl Knights. We also kept the Warrior Priest here, which does offer some good healing. Ghost is going to be sending the Warrior Priest to the Community Plaza now.
Orders?
Didn't use snipe on the Witch Hunters. There's State Militia. The Militia being a skirmisher variant, they should do opponent's damage versus the Puma Spearmen and the Jaguar Prowl Knights, both of which have great siege damage. There's our round of regulars. Bring in the Philadelphia Convention, which get one meeting house wagon. Outposting some damage. Skirmisher or Slinger does go down. He's perhaps there goes the outpost. A lot of extra experience there. Puma Spearman can be somewhat ignored. He does focus on the Jaguar Prowl Knights, who are much more scary. And plus, we've got some Coyote Runners mixed on in. The regulars should focus those guys down. Let's get one of the Coyote Runners now. We've also got the Inspiring Flag here still up. Another round of regulars. Spanish players bringing the Rodialos, which I don't think would be great right now. I don't really think it's a real good time for Rodialos. They offer high mobility for heavy infantry, but overall they're not really that great. Even in melee, musketeer units tend to beat them in melee. I think it would have been better to go for the Mayan allies. Also bring a shipment of Puma Spearmen. War Chief starting going down. He may want to keep it back so he can get access to that experience aura. And there's Rodialos. They offer 11 damage and 10 siege damage. And 40 melee resist. So their melee resist is pretty good, but in comparison to regulars have higher DPS than melee. And still have probably the same amount of bulk, so more health, less melee resistance though. Bring a round of Puma Spearman shipment. Get some really good siege damage going. Regulars going a little bit too far forward there. Guys have a round of militia deployed on in as well. Or Minutemen. General taking some damage there. Slinger's taking some damage first. Rodialo's pushing the way forward. And red is getting hit quite significantly. Radialo's Puma Spirit getting some slices on it. Another round of regulars. Some of Red's villagers getting pushed forward is not great. There's still a handful of villagers right here. They may have the Second Amendment, but they aren't very good at the Second Amendment. This player has another shipment available, low on all resources. He may just want to go for a shipment of resources at this moment in time. Aztec player just building up more forces.
Comance.
Puma Spearman on the build queue. Yes, player's going for more villagers. He's trying to go with the Seminole Scouts. I don't think that's a great idea. I think he should have gone for resources. Right now he has fighting against a good number of Holcomb Javeliers, Rodialos, Puma Spearmen, and Slingers. More State Militia would be a good idea at the moment, which I suppose those Seminole Scouts do offer other light infantry as well. Another shipment's available. Seminole Scouts still pretty far away. Rodialo's being gunned on down. Villagers do get a good volley there. Seminole Scouts almost deployed on the field. That will greatly help them out. They have 60 damage and also pretty good attack speed, actually. While Rodialos, Puma Spear, start to close on in, some are starting to go on down. Villagers push way forward. They're getting ripped apart as well. Another round of militia. I want to make sure there's only 3 villagers inside there. Maybe try some villagers onto this coin deposit or something. Something's better than nothing. He has 17 villagers idle out of 18, and his opponent has 35. So right now, the Aztec player has great economy. He will be forced from back there. Red does have a decent force here. Hamilton Economics now being deployed on out. Aztec player almost has another shipment available. Going for a shipment of coin. Oh, we got the Seminole Scouts camouflaged. Market going on up to make usage of the Hamilton Economics. Seminole Scouts, one does get spotted there. The rest of them are getting uncamouflaged as well. Coyote Runners cause some issues for the Seminole Scouts. They're being focused on by the Coyote Runners. Coyote Runners need to be focused down so those other units can engage more properly. There's more Minutemen are starting to get killed off as well. Red has a very small army of 5 units. Blue has some army. Not as big as it was, but still plenty enough. I'm hunting dogs now, as well as some other upgrades. More regulars. I hope and keep him regulated. Iron's move around the flank. His villagers are most on the side here. At 21 versus 39. Warchief has been brought back up. He made someone to have him run away. Keep him alive is very useful for the experience aura. Another round of Seminole Scouts. More Slings of Odin will be very useful. Now got a round of the Spanish Pikemen. They offer good torch damage. Regulars going down to the Slingers. Slingers offer 16 damage, 16 range. Slingers do offer 8 damage. So these Sharktooth Bowmen have high twice DPS. And they cost 100, while Slingers are technically 70. More Kyrians deploy on the field, trying to engage those Sharktooth Bowmen. Slingers need to focus down those Pikemen. Pikemen do bonus damage with just hand shock. More skirmisher or Slingers here. Puma Spearmen being cleaned on up. Here comes Kyrie Runners, so looks like only one of the Pikemen remain. Another round of regulars. Blue's trying to close in onto the Bowmen. Slingers gain some good damage on the regulars. More Rodialos being put on the field. They will be countered by the Bowmen, but they do manage to close the distance. And looks like Red does cast in GG. Blue casting the GG return. More Puma Spearmen, more Slingers. And is Red just gonna go idle? I'm not sure what's going on. He is building villagers. He has 2 shipments available. He now does back up the game. This Angrade saying, think of watching, and on to the next replay. So I still want to hit F10. I think I may download this replay twice. Let's find out. Not sure if it's the same replay or not. That's looks like. Can't tell if it's the same replay or not. Oh, let's just head on to a different replay then. I know I cast that one earlier. I may just take a look at it later, not delete them. So let's go for this one then. This one I know I have not done yet. Also, make it slower. There we go. Now let's get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Heroes, Age of Empires 3 replay. Small on bottom right side is the blue French, we have Frontline. Small on left side is the green US of A, we have King of Osmane. The general will be claiming this Sandalwood. Israel Putman, not sure what that name's reference to. The round be generated, and we've got Charles de Bourg. Quebec. I have no idea how to pronounce French. On this map, there only appears to be one. Nope, there's 2 native sites. We do have the Zen Temple here for the Shoal Naganatas. And, oh, this is still the Zen Temple, so it's just all Zen. So quite a few of these guys you could get out if you so choose. And we do have a deck selected, Yellow River, which may be the name of this map. Our Couriers, Economic Theory, Couriers, Woodwood Concoin, Census, Range Infantry Hit Points, Hussars, and Cavalry Hit Points, Wilderness Warfare, Woodcoin, Graveurs, Singhalese Riflemen, Skirmishers, Cuirassiers, Cavalry Combat, Dragoons, Falconets, Refrigeration, Heavy Cannons, Factory, blah. Okay, mix up. The US player, we got the land deck, which involves capitalism, Spanish immigrants, wood coin, regulars, state militia, Springfield Armory, Infinite Frontier Defenses, Hamilton Economics, Virginia General Assembly, Seminole Scouts, Russian American Company, Wood, Sharpshooters, Continental Rangers, Carving Cavalry, Buffalo Soldiers, Rolling Artillery, Advanced Artillery, Pulaski's Legion, and Heavy Cannons.
Orders.
You'll snipe that lizard and steal his spruce trees. Green does kill off Kitty Cat and steal his kiwi fruit. Those in the center of the map over here. No more treasures in front of them. Most of the treasures on the map appears to be collected.
Kaka.
Apache Scout moving around. He may snipe this bear. The bear does get aggravated. And Blue's going to just stand in the treasure there. Green's just going to run away. The bear is too unbearable for him. And now French players aging up with the quartermaster. Has shipment available. US players going for Pennsylvania. The French players are vying for quite a bit with their 11 villagers on wood. Let's see, any mercenaries? No? He just infests his wood in something. Not sure what it was, though. Trade post? Trade post. US player is going for a market here, probably for Hamilton Economics. Has shipment available, probably for Hamilton Economics. Hunting doggos being researched.
Yes.
And the bear has been sniped, and he'll steal his fragrant cinnamon quails. Now the bear does go down, and he will take out that bear and steal his fragrant cinnamon quails.
Orders.
French player will age up first. First shipment will go on to maybe the Hussars. Nope, going for some wood. And there's the military wagon for the age up, going for the Philadelphia Convention. Or moving around. Shipment coin. Do now have the trade cart being researched. Who's going to be torching down this trade post there? He wants it. We do now have a market going on up here. And no Hamilton Economics just yet for the US player. I'm eyeing for other stuff. The Hamilton Economics do give a full refund.
At attention.
Kitty Cat's backing on off. Pennsylvania Pound just researched. Taking some bites there. That one goes to full health. And now he's going to stand and fight. He's taking some damage. I got the pikeman to pull him out. I've offered some good torch damage. The explorer has 18 torch damage, which is average, while the pikemen offer good 32. Gone for a large number of pikemen. This many pikemen, he may need to go around and try to torch down some housing. The US player's eyeing for a fast fortress, not eyeing to get out any more villagers at the moment. Going for the Virginia General Assembly and for Kentucky. And some wood. The French player may have enough wood, does not have enough wood, bringing a shipment of wood for the trade. Got some crossbows as well as the good number of pikemen. This is a large number of pikemen there. This player can always go for some militia. He does not have Spanish immigrants. This time, regular militia would be a little bit better. Pikemen offer primarily just siege damage and anti-cav. Not really much in the actually fighting melee capability, because even musketeers have better melee capabilities than pikemen. The capital has been built, now going for the statehood. Now we're around sharpshooters from the Age from Kentucky, offering good range and damage.
I'm ready.
Russian American Company give them 2 blockhouses, which both act as barracks and defensive emplacements. Also makes so blockhouses offer, or does also make his villagers hunt faster. A pretty good card. 2 barracks for 2 outposts and fast hunting all in 1 card. It's actually really good.
Yes.
Scout does take some damage there. There's a blockhouse location. There are 2 French barracks here. Inspiring flagged upon field. The US player does not have any production at the moment. It's easy for us to charge before. He may want to cancel and delete these. There, the flag has been captured. And so for on this defense, we do have some veteran carbine cavalry here. Crossbows will get bonus damage to them, decent bonus damage.
Hello. I'm ready.
While the carbine cavalry do offer a good range and damage, especially versus pikemen, who only have 2 range. Rolling artillery will be very useful against the French. French going for more crossbows, and now going for some hussars, eyeing for heavy H2, not planning to go up to H3 anytime soon. The Gatling guns, 3 Gatling guns should be very effective against this composition. Though still may need a bit of a front line to keep his opponent at bay. Crossbows only offer plus 25% damage versus heavy, so it's not really a counter unit at this moment in time, so regulars will be just fine. Yeah, I think regulars would be a great front line for those Gatling guns because they will beat the pikemen in melee combat. They'll be great against hussars, and the crossbows won't do much bonus damage to them. But we've got a massive number of carbine cavalry there, bringing shipment carbine cavalry as well. More carbine cavalry being pulled in field. He's really eyeing for carbine cavalry. We'll need to get some more housing.
What is your command?
Carbine cavalry will be a counter to those hussars. It will see bonus damage from both the pikemen and the crossbows. Crossbows will outrange them as well.
Yes.
Takes a pot shot against the barracks, nothing too significant. More sharpshooters being pulled on out. Explorer does go down. Got shipments of food being brought in, or coin. The French now aging up to the Exile Prince. Skirmishers will probably be a good unit from the play on field, as well as a Culverin or 2. Culverin will one-shot Gatling guns. They do 160 damage per shot against artillery. One barracks does go down. Blues trying to rotate around. Pikemen can make short work of this infrastructure. Going for a very fine coat for his villagers. Barracks taking some fire now. And Blue's going straight to his opponent's base. Green does back off to his town center. Gatling guns rotating around first. does go down. Blue's housing starting to go, or Green's housing starting to go down. He's now well over pop cap. He will get a shipment of wood in, 1,000 wood. Oh, and down south, Green actually has quite a bit of infrastructure down here. Quite a bit of housing. It's actually a great find here by Blue. I didn't realize there's so much housing exposed right here. And the pikemen will make short work of it. Crossbows get a volley down the Carbon Cavalry. He's got 2 more of the housing there, so he's once again at pop capped.
What is your command?
Crossbows should take another volley down those Carbon Cavalry. Now probably getting shots there. And the crossbows are slowly being whittled down. French players going for more skirmishers, good idea. All the crossbows are now down. More sharpshooters being pulled out, more Carbon Cavalry. Goon Skirmisher, standard composition, just American variant. We do now the veteran pikeman research. Going for some cuirassiers. Artillery foundry built. He needs a culverin. 1 should be adequate enough to deal with the Gatling guns. Starting to torch down some of the trade routes. Blue's trying to advance around. His army's out of position. Green's trying to push over here. There's a bit of a creek here in his way. This area is traversable. French villagers need probably back on off now. There's quite a bit of units here. He has his falconets in the field. Carbon Cavalry is getting some hits on the French villagers. He does have a very fine coat, so they have really good health. He does not have wilderness warfare just yet. Gatling guns do have the same range as falconets. Sharpshooters push me forward. Now got he actually managed to pull out 2 falconets. Got a shipment falconets now. So that's 4 falconets. That's quite a bit. Gatling guns firing away. Falconets setting on up. Gets a great volley down the sharpshooters. Carbon Cavalry charging way forward. We'll find Hussars and Cuirassiers. Pikemen charging way forward. Here now the guard Uhlans one field. Pikemen are ripping them apart. Carbon Cavalry is getting hit by some splash. Falconet's not great against these units, but they are doing good splash. Skirmishers fire away. Pikemen try and protect his skirmishers. Uhlans trying to push to the falconets. Pike, they will find these 2 over here. The Uhlans will go down. Saves 1 of the falconets, so 3 of them are alive. Skirmishers getting picked on off. Carbon Cavalry pushing along the flank. Pikemen's trying to engage them now. Sharpshooters do take out that wounded falconets. 1 falconet round remains. Pikemen charging way forward. Big engagement there. Both sides lost quite a bit. It's hard to say who actually came up on top of that one. The US player has a weaker economy. He has 31 villagers versus 32. And the French villagers, of course, French villagers. Shipment Cuirassiers not being put on the field. Some of the French villagers are exposed here. Granted, Carbon Cavalry do not great damage. Cuirassier and more couriers not being pulled out. Skirmishers, however, are doing some decent damage. May need to rotate around to this coin deposit now.
Wait.
Single Hussar finds a single villager. Housing can still be cleaned up. Maybe good idea to send a couple pikemen over there. Falconet does go down, gets some of the skirmishers. Grassy is charging way forward, getting some great slices there. Pikemen making their way forward, buying some of those carbon cavalry. I think he could have pushed forward better there. I think some of those carbon cavalry could have gone down, but now got another pair of Gatling guns there, probably from rolling artillery. Another round of cuirassiers deployed on out. Not too many carbon cavalry here, so those cuirassiers can do some great work against both those sharpshooters and the Gatling guns. Green has quite a bit of villagers up here as well. More skirmishers now deployed on out. More carbon cavalry, more sharpshooters. Now I got a shipment of sharpshooters. He has not gone for the Kentucky Hunters, which will give him 5 owl hoots and 11 sharpshooters. I think after this shipment be 12, 17 military units. Maybe a good idea for Continental Rangers soon as well. Shipment of coin being brought in for the French.
Bonjour.
Got some French villagers over here, in which Green will spot them. There's 37 French villagers versus 37 US villagers. Oh, there's an outpost as well. So it's going to quickly try to power build it and then try to probably garrison the inside of it. And the outpost is built. Villager does go down. Does not get inside, however. Pikeman cleaning up the trade post once again. General firing away.
I'm ready.
Green has a massive army pushing its way forward. The French player is going for a big round of falconets. French villagers rotating around into the carbine cavalry. Sharpshooters are there. This is a good number of French villagers. Luckily they have a lot of extra help and 40% range resist, so they can take a lot more abuse. Basically have additional 100 health compared to other villagers when it comes to range damage. Now, Army 54 push way forward. We've got Army 57 here. Falconet's setting on up. Does not get a shot off there. Green does manage to back off in time. There's also a Culver now in the field as well. Does 40 times 4, so that's 160. Gatling does have 150 health, so it will one-shot them. Azar does find some villagers here, slicing apart this lady first. Sharpshooters firing away. Of course, a not exactly anti-cavalry tool either. One US villager does go down and does get gunned down. Choke points can do quite well for the falconets. Gotta be careful not to let them go down. Got some hussars here. Does go and fall back. Has plenty of pikemen to help prevent them from being overran. Armor shows a good back line. So are sharpshooters. Now got a culver now being pulled up by the US player. Good number of pikemen went down there. And does manage to get a pick on the Gatling gun as well. Falconet gets a shot as well. More pikemen for the French. Now got the Continental Rangers.
Yes.
Got 2 blockhouses as well as the town center. Militia can be brought on in. More culverins there. Got cuirassiers on the flank, but they're being intercepted. Culverins trying to counter barrage the culverin. Cuirassiers taking an opportunity to engage the culverins. It's good damage there, but they don't have a lot of fire support. Culverin goes down here. Both of the US culverins stay alive. Damage, but still have a decent amount of health. Just have to be careful of the falconets themselves. Hussars find some opportunity to engage some of these villagers. Another villager does go down. Multiple French villagers going down. He's down to 34. Quite a bit of losses right now for the French. US players at 42. This pikemen try and charge their way forward. We'll get some good hits there onto those Hussars. They may decapture the flag as well. We'll see, will not. Pikemen stabbing away. Still stabbing away. They can actually get some serious... Okay, they go down there. They actually can get some serious damage done on a flank. Wait, why was there so many green villagers there? Oh, crap. That may have been a big misclick by the US player. I was not paying attention to that. The US player is now a pop cap, but losing villagers made him no longer pop cap. French trying to go for more pikemen. Blue now has 2 culverins. Green has 2 culverins. And these culverins still wounded. 130 health and 195 health. One needs to be 2-shotted. The other one can be 1-shotted. The general does go down. Falconets may get a shot off. They have 36 range. The sharpshooters have 22. So the sharpshooters range can help them keep their distance from the falconets. Not perfectly. Falconets do also 100 damage, so they can 2-shot both of these culverins. Those culverins do take a pretty good volley there as well. Culverins take another volley there. There are 4 culverins in the field. Maybe a little bit too many at this moment in time. Oh, great hit by falconets. Oh, I always forget the cannonballs can splash. I think they actually hit the culverin right there. The bounce, the skip does do damage, if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure one of those culverins got pretty hard there by the bounce. More pikemen go down there. Falconet pushes way forward. Get a good volley there. Pikemen try to make their way forward, taking some damage. Activate club formation, give 50% range assist. One of the culverins do go down. One of the greens go down. He just needs one more shot on Green's culverin. All Green's culverins are now down, so it allows his falconets to push forward. Skirmishers against skirmishers. Another shipment there by the US player. I'm not sure what it was. Got more culverins uploaded by the US player. 4 of them. Those culverins are held in reserve. Taking some pot shots against the whatever that guy was. Blue's trying to fall back. More pikemen there. Blue's trying to get overran. He's backed into a little of a pond right there. Intraversable. Pikemen charge way forward. Skirmishers being engaged by Carbine Cavalry. Culverins advancing his way forward. Gets a volley there onto the skirmishers. Pikemen charging the way forward. Skirmishers in tow. Falconets not being brought on in. Now got some hussars now engaged into the mill. He has a mill in the field. And some of the villagers will go down. Blue skirmishers backing out off, getting hit by the sharpshooters. Pikemen engaging the hussars there. And a lot of French villagers do go down. It's on 28. Go for another round of pikemen there, engage those hussars. One of the falconets do go down. Archers here. One of both sides just lost a culverin. Blue takes a pretty good hit there. Green's culverin is relatively exposed, but blue just loses falconet and another culverin. Just remaining sharpshooters. All the cavalry's now down. More sharpshooters being pulled on in. Villagers being tasked outside the town center. 14 skirmishers versus 16 sharpshooters. As it's not garrison, he can always bring some militia. No, his militia are no longer available, or wait, no, he doesn't have the big button, so it may still be available. I just sworn he had. Don't remember seeing his own militia deployed on out. Sharpshooters taking some hits there. The explorer getting some great damage, drawing some good amount of fire. Explorer could try taking out the culverin in melee. Looks like the explorer will go on down. Brassiers now being pulled out, which would be a great item. Going for cavalry combat now. Sharpshooters and Carbine Cavalry. Around a Carbine Cavalry on the way. Right here as well. No inspiring flag here. Would have been very powerful if it was. Now the French village is backing on off from the mill. US has quite a bit of villagers here, and a now completely stable. Explores this outpost still being a bit of a problem. Brassiers engaging the sharpshooters and Carbine Cavalry. And the sharpshooters are completely surrounded. Skirmishers need to focus down those Carbine Cavalry. Brassier gains some great damage. Green's army does get annihilated there. Green does have a mortar. He needs to fall back, regroup, but more Carbine Cavalry and more sharpshooters. French has 26 villagers. The US player has 51, so he's nearly twice the number of villagers. And with Hamilton Economics, which he does not have research, never mind. I was going to say he would probably have better on par collection rates since he gets those for free, but he does not have that. Some of Green's village is going down there. Big loss by Green. His lead's starting to shrink by losing these villagers. Buffaloes or Carbine Cavalry engaging. 107 versus 52, so the French player is still not in a great spot. And US player does have a mortar. Some of the... Wait, that was a US villager. Got some Carbine Cavalry here. Sharpshooters firing away, US villagers advancing. More sharpshooters, more Carbine Cavalry. Mortar takes out the barracks. He has another barracks back here. That's probably all he needs. Going for a round of crossbows. He doesn't have any coin income. He's been crowding space. He can't really collect up this coin either. Sharpshooters make his advance. Mortar to cover his advance. Now mortar is usually age 4, but never mind. Yeah, it's just I thought mortars usually are age 4, but this of course now at age 3 since the advanced mortar. This next shipment could be for the Pulaski's Legion. Oh no, it's already sent that one. Could be for the Seminole Scout then. I don't think one Gatling gun would be worth at this moment. Maybe Hamilton Economics? Oh yeah, he also says Kentucky. He can bring in the Kentucky Hunters. That could be very powerful right now. He is going to bring in one more Gatling gun. I don't really like the one Gatling gun part of that card. Oh, the French or the US player does have a second town center here. The French player is definitely getting desperate by blowing out crossbow. He needs more food. Oh, single hussar onto the villagers is also not good for the French player as well. French players have 28 villagers, US players have 48, bringing more hussars the US player. He's nice on those sharpshooters. He has some cuirassiers here, as well as some dragoons. Blue's town center, and Blue does back the game now. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And before I get started with the next replay, I do need to use the restroom. So I'm going to take time to restart the game to help prevent any future sound bugs. And while that's booting up, I'm going to use the restroom. There we go. Please give me one moment. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and let's see. Oh yeah, it'd probably be good to delete these. And let's go. You know what? I've already done 2 from him. So let's just go ahead and skip that for now. Maybe save it for next week. Or later on today. Depends how the other replays go. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another H-Powers 3 replay. So on the south side as the Red Brits, the Redcoats, we have Abdukori 401. On the north side as the Blue Chinese, we have Zhao Guaya. I don't know how to pronounce that. Either way, we do have a deck immediately selected. A foreign name, which includes T-Exports, Woodcoin, Juco News, Mandarin Duck Squad, New Army, Step Riders, Diplomatic Intrigue, Juco News, Territorial Army Combat, Keshix, Double Face Armor, Baiying Army, Confucius Gifts, Royal Mint, Refrigeration, Textile Mill, Higher Manchurian Cavalry Archers, Woodcoin, Ever Victorious Army, Manchu Combat, Emperor's Army, Flying Crows, and Western Reforms. British players not select deck just yet, and when it comes to Niz's map, we've got the House of Fanar and the House of Wetton. Looks like Red is going straight for Pumbaa there. He may steal his slightly nibbled pumpkin, get experience and 15 food there. And he will no longer have a pumpkin. We got the Unbearable Bear being punched in the face to get a Bohemian window frame. Oh, and it looks like I found more Poombas. It's like the boar are sort of dancing around this range. They do now get back to full health and falls back there. British player now has selected a deck. 1v1R. Got Settlers, Woodward Coin, Longbowmen, Team Grenadier Guards, Cavalry Hit Points, Advanced Arsenal, Glorious Revolution, Villagers, Wood Queen, Longbowmen, Yeomen, Hussars, Cavalry Combat, Falconets, Royal Mint, Refrigeration, more Longbowmen, Gentlemen of the Pike, Congreve Rockets, more Rockets, Factory, and Factory. Oh, and looks like he does go down here by accident. He's now aging up to the governor. Wood is now being clicked up. Looks like it's going to do a bit of a manor boom. Still be a good idea to keep some villagers on food, so you can at least get your town center producing villagers. Got the French allies. Not started aging up just yet. A bit more food. There's the market. Shipment available. Not sure which one he should go for. I guess it all depends what the British player's going for, but we do see a manor boom right now for the British. He does send 5 villagers onto food.
Commandment.
Do not the gang saw being deployed on out. Local doggos get punched in the face and they will steal their sheep. There's a porcelain tower. Is really going to try to power build it since he knows he has a very late age up compared to his opponent, not realizing he is going for a mana boom. We do have a barracks not being put on the field. We also got an outpost wagon. Sheep will be sent on home by Blue, which means he can send them to the village to get them fattened up. We also got quite a bit of shipments here, all the way from the French. Maybe go for diplomatic intrigue. Nope, going for shipment coin. He may be eyeing for a fast fortress right now. The British player's at 19 villagers, still a good number of villagers on wood. He's going for some pikemen. Maybe trying to harass some other structures. We do have a trading post being pulled out by Blue here, which will give him access to the House of Fanar, which will give him access to the Everzone skirmishers, boyars, and start getting the Greek Revolution counting up for some free musketeers, the Sacred Band infantry. Additionally, we can get the dock work much faster and construct additional battleship as limit, faster trains building speed. Ships and buildings and hit points have more health. Not really super important. Get some mountain monasteries. That could be actually very useful. And all range infantry inflicts slightly more damage. Blah, can't speak. All range infantry gets plus 5% damage. Everyone's get additional 10% damage. Pikeman here. Pumbaa getting punched in the face. We got second disciple here. Ooh, and both of them go down. Remember as well, pikemen are anti-shock. Those disciples are shock. Pumbaa does get sniped. And the other Pumbaa will be sticked. There's another pumpkin there, a big pumpkin. That's definitely bigger than a nibbled pumpkin. Field traps now being researched. Almost enough to age up here for the Chinese players, so we'll get a faster fortress. Or should I eye for the Summer Palace to get out some of the free armies? You could eye for Flying Crows for the artillery. I think right now free armies would be a little bit better. Going for some Chuko news. He's concerned about his opponent's aggression. In this case, he shouldn't be. Though then again, he hasn't really scouted his opponent's base, has he? I suppose with the pikemen there, Chuko news will be useful. The Grand Master's punching these guys in the face, or the Shalom Master, I should say. Grand Master's Maltese. And now he's aging up with the Confucian Academy to get out some Flying Crows. Also, upon completion, get some Arquebusts. We do also have the Glorious Revolution being researched. Longbowman on the build queue for the British player. Maybe eyeing for a bit of defense there. Church almost